Oh, we're on Facebook. Hey everybody, am I in the right? I just gotta make sure I'm in the right group. Events. I'm a little early. Let's see here. Events. Oh, I am on. Love it. I'm in the right place, you guys. Okay. I must have spent a good hour making sure I had a connection. So hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm early, I know, and that's okay. All right, perfect. All right, anybody on? Oh, there's a couple people on. So this is new. I see there's 2 people on, and I want to be able to see this in, because this is like a webinar. So maybe in your comments, I'm live on my Zoom. So it's kind of cool. And I'm not sure how I can see your comments, but I'm going to share my screen here and get this set up. So you're watching live. I've never done this before. So that's why it's the first time, right? It's the first time. So I'm live inside the group. Perfect. I don't know if I'll be able to see questions. Oh, here we go. Oh, I see you. Okay, I'm just turning this down. Kirsty's on. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to do this on the phone because it's so new. And I could teach you guys how to do this sometime because it's really kind of fun. It's very techy, and you can have the right keys, and you just have to know a little bit about how to stream. It's all about streaming. All right, so Kirsty, you're on with me. I love it. Can you just comment for me before we start? Can you hear me okay? Like, is the volume good and everything is good? That would be so good to know, unless you got off too. Okay. So I just wanted to see who got on first before I share my screen with you. And actually, I'm going to make sure I do this now. Oh, you can still see me over there. Okay. Oh, you can hear me. Okay, awesome. Great. And let's see if you can see the right screen. Oh, look at that. This is the best. Everything is great for me. Once I got my headphones working, love it. All right, so this is so cool. I love seeing this here. This is what we're going to talk about today. And again, I'm a little early, and I'll wait till 6 to start because maybe some of you guys don't want to catch this on the replay. And I'm a little bit behind on there's a little delay, but that's okay. Well, Kirsty, do you garden? Are you a gardener? Like, what are you going to plant? Anything exciting? Are you on my food group? Because Betsy Kelly just posted how her seedlings are growing because she's going to grow her own stuff, which I think is pretty cool. Isn't it crazy? Technology. But I love it. So now this will be recorded for those to watch on the replay. Who missed this class, so that's really kind of cool too. Oh, that's right, you don't have a green thumb. Yeah. You know, I'm learning a lot. That's why I love these classes, because I'm gonna learn right along with you guys, because it's not for everybody. But for those that want to learn, this is kind of the way to do it. What else are we gonna do when you're between four walls, right? And it gets kind of lonely when I can't hear people, and you know, someone could join me live on my Zoom, but it's like you're talking to the world, yet you're not, because it's just you and the laptop. And then I've been doing it all day. So anyway, we got about 5 more minutes. Tell me what you want to learn in this class. You guys, we have Barbara Harper coming on at the end of the class. Like, she will tell you the deets. Like, she's the master gardener. She owns a farm, Gerberette Farms, I believe. I think I say it wrong, but they grow everything. And we've had her on before, and she's the guru when it comes to oils and, you know, what to use out in the garden, what kills stuff and what better thing to use other than a plant-based, you know, product that you can eat. It's not hurting you. And I posted a recipe already for critters that you could just, it's cinnamon, or no, weeds. So you'll see this as we go through this little sway I got here. And hey, Elena, thanks for joining. So I'm on early because I wanted to make sure I got a good connection, and it's took me an hour to get where I'm at, and I'm just gonna keep talking till 6. And canning, there's gonna be a canning segment in here. So I'm gonna do a little bit of reading of the script, because I want you guys to get the full benefit of this class. Because what else are you guys gonna do? Oh, glad you're excited to be here, Elena. That's great. My husband and I transplanted over 30 lilac bushes, and all of them have buds. That's so great. It's beautiful, just beautiful. I'm just so glad this is up and working. And this is how I'm gonna read a little bit and scroll. This is like a sway. And again, I'm not a master gardener myself. That's why I have Barbara on. Like, I'm covered there. But I thought I'd bring you some knowledge. Hey, Michelle, thanks for joining. Super excited to learn with you guys on this stuff. And I didn't know about canning, so you're gonna learn a lot. It's so funny, I have my phone here thinking that I'm looking at the phone, but I'm looking at here, you guys. It's gonna be good. So tell us, Michelle, what do you want to learn, or what are you a plant guru? Tell us where you're from, like where you guys calling from, and why you want to be on this call. Maybe what you want to learn. Because if I don't know, and this class doesn't know, Barbara Harper will know. Okay, again, she's the master. All right, we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes and we'll start. We'll start on time. And I don't know how long this will go, but you can jump back on anytime. You can catch on the replay. Just make sure when you guys do replay that you hashtag replay. Because then you know who's, and you can track how far you've gone and if you watched it or not. It's kind of cool. Hey, Deb, thanks for joining. Has anybody ever been to an online gardening class before? Raise your hand. I've never taught one. It's my first one. It's got some good stuff in here, though. I think you'll learn a lot. And if you want to tag somebody, this is like open to whoever wants to learn. Tag somebody and then get the scoop right along with us. Because what else is there to do but eat and sleep and walk, eat and sleep and walk. And hey, Cassandra, thanks for joining. Put this right here so I can look down. I had to get on a little bit early to make sure this was a go. You guys, I think everybody and their mother is on Zoom. I know there's some weird stuff going along with Zoom, but I'm gonna take the risk if somebody pops in and does something weird. I can't control it, but I have to, I live on Zoom right now. So I'm just going to be risk taker here. I am not a master gardener at all. So anything I learn is a plus. Awesome. Hey, Andrea, what do you want to learn? Are you a master gardener too? Tell us what you want to learn. Elena, I currently garden, love it. I would love to learn more about integrating more oils with the soil. I listened to some podcasts about it. Cool. There'll be little tidbits on here. Read along with me and we'll make it fun. Fun with me and my, it's a goal. Yeah, it's a goal. Yeah, I hear you. All right, one more minute, we'll start. And you'll have to tell me how you like this format. I kind of like it already because there's so many ways to teach, but I like the way this will flow, I think. So you guys are my guinea pigs. Thanks for being here for me. All right, 6 o'clock, you guys. Welcome to Gardening and Oils. I don't know how long the class will last. Make sure you ask questions, and we're going to have Barbara Harper on, master. They own a farm out in California, and they plant tons of things, and she knows how to deter snakes. Hey, Sarah, she's all about weeds. She's all about things like that. So she'll be at the end. So as soon as we're done with the script thing and the pictures and some recipes. So if you guys want to recipe, maybe screenshot, unless you're, well, you can screenshot while you're doing a live, but there's a lot of good recipes in here you're gonna want to want. I would love to see a peony essential oil. That'd be nice. That'd be great. All right, guys, gardening and essential oils. This is what it looks like. So, so maybe you're a gardener, maybe you're not, but whatever it is, there's some stages to gardening. We all got weeds and pests and harvest. They show up in every garden every year, but this class will be your ticket to tackling even the hardest of seasons. You'll have tricks up your sleeve that will help you succeed from the day the seed goes in the ground until the day you harvest it. Using essential oils in the gardening process helps us to garden in the way that we want, results in fruits, veggies, and that have been lovingly cared for in the most organic way. So this is why I'm so comfortable teaching these oils with plants, because they work together, right? And you'll see how that works as we go along. There's no harsh chemicals. You guys don't ever need to worry about spraying these directly on your plants. It's pretty incredible. So what are essential oils? Some of you brand newbies need to know this. Or if you think someone would benefit, then just tag them right here, because then they can learn. This is what's so cool, is that these are chemical compounds that make up the lifeblood of the plant. They've even been referred to as the immune system of the plant. Okay, this is real stuff. They're living, right? They're distilled perfectly. Like they say, we were able to use them through the process of distillation after harvesting. The part of the plant with the beneficial chemicals, the stems, leaves, bark, is all harvested and sent through a very meticulous distillation process. Now, I've gotten to see this process and I didn't believe it. Like, I actually got to hold up a bottle of oil and put it under this distillation process and how it all came together. It's pretty cool. You can go to Utah, go to Ecuador. That's even cooler, but it's the real deal. You can't get this from oils on the shelf, people. I hope you realize that. Okay, if there's one thing you learned tonight, that's what I hope you learned. It's harvested, yeah. So every plant needs a very specific distillation time, and Young Living has 25 years of doing that, right? There's certain times of the day where things are harvested, like at noon, like I think it's the, and I could be wrong, I just can't remember, but the ylang-ylang, the sun has to be just right for it to be picked. This is pretty meticulous. So anyway, after the plant's distilled, it's in a concentrated oil is the result. It's a potent and loaded with uncountable benefits for your overall health and wellness. It's bottled, shipped to you, and can be used topically, aromatic, or internally. These are what real essential oils are. The beneficial chemicals in the oils can be absorbed in your body and the plants in your garden. Bingo, that's why you're on this call. To maintain optimal overall health and wellness. Because they are so concentrated, one drop goes a long way. Everyone knows this. Wait until we get into the canning section of the class. Your mind will be blown, okay? That's what it's telling you right here. I couldn't have written this better myself, guys. So they have a whole, Young Living has an entire line of oils dedicated to ingestion called Vitality Line. Safe for ingestion. Like you can like eat them, lick them. I have some in my stevia or Zevia drink here. Awesome, okay? So Seed to Seal, this is where we get really, into why Young Living's so special, because nobody else has this, right? The FDA has almost no regulations for safety measures on the essential oil industry. It's a big deal. The oils found in a drug and big box stores, online, and other oil companies have been tested to find harsh synthetic fillers and chemicals. A cheap perfume grade oil is distilled at high pressure and high temps, and usually with chemical solvents. You see it everywhere. This yields an adulterated oil that can still be labeled as 100% pure. Okay, now that's kind of crazy. You see it everywhere. It's so unregulated. So Young Living decided to rise above that and create their own strict guidelines to ensure purity. It's called the Seed to Seal. All right. They abide by every rule. Everything that they promise is what we get. Okay. Plant material that's grown on corporately owned farms and carefully vetted. Sustainable farming and sourcing practices providing the purest oil. Great care taken to preserve and protect natural resources. What's super cool to know is people say, why are your oils a little bit more expensive? About the money, right? What they don't know is they pay gardeners. Is it $1,000 a acre to hand pick it themselves? Is it $1,000 an acre? 12,000. It's a lot, but to hand pick, because we don't believe in pesticides, we don't use those. Some of these things you can't you can't get machines around to pick the weeds, like oregano. Oregano grows like this. So they actually hire people to literally go out and pick with their hand the weeds, that the oil that we get. That's a big deal. Anyway, oils that retain all their natural constituents and therapeutic properties. The use of food grade distilleries with the state-of-the-art design and distillation methods. Low pressure, low temps, right? The other ones are all high because they want it fast, quick, and they're never out of stock because it's all synthetically done on a high pressure. So cool. Low pressure, yeah. Rigorous testing on each batch by internal labs and third-party facilities. You guys, each bottle has a label on it. It can tell you when it was all done. Everything's done the right way. 25 years. Would you rather be with someone for 25 years or some fly-by-night company that just showed up on the internet claiming their oils are cheaper? You don't have a clue. They can say all these things, but do you really know? So I love Young Living. Oils that are carefully reviewed, yes. And the best part is, if these oils do not meet, here's the coolest thing to know. If they do not meet the standards through Young Living, they're rejected and will not be bottled as Young Living product. Now you can sleep tonight knowing that you're getting the best of the best. You guys, they give our thirds and stuff to other companies because we just don't settle. I remember Gary Young, we wanted Valor so bad, but it was the blue spruce we couldn't get. And he wasn't happy with the crop. The last bat, and he said nope to that because he wants us to have the best. Okay, Seed to Seal promise. So when you're talking to people and they're using oils, ask them if they have the Seed to Seal promise. That would be cool. All right, ready to tackle the outdoors. Okay, maybe I'll do it this way. All right, it's no secret that bugs can totally ruin your plants. So bugs are everything. You guys, I cannot tell you. I do a lot of that Zyto scanning, and glyphosate is a big deal. We're eating it all the time. We're eating Roundup. Like they were spraying it out here on the rocks. And I'm like, cover up here, man, because they don't want weeds to come to the rocks. But anyway, it's really hard on your body. So Young Living recently released an insect repellent spray. I don't know if you guys have tried it, but I love it. To repel mosquitoes, ticks, fleas, and it's all plant-based. So it's good putting on your skin, and even your kids. You can even go to bed with this on. Super great. And it's got other stuff, vitamin E. That means you can put on your little ones and not worry about the chemicals. It smells awesome. And you don't even need to take a shower after you put it on because you want the benefit of the oil. So if you really understood how these oils work, you'd be like, bring me on some mosquito spray. You can't do that with off. It's crazy what's in that stuff. Love it. All right, you guys are watching. Okay, any questions, let me know. Let's see. Here we go. DIY. If you're a DIY person, you could try this outdoor spray. Some people want to make their own and save some money. Rock on with that. So outdoor spray, here it is. You guys, I'll let this sit here for a second. So take a screenshot if you want and get your own stuff. You guys, that stuff, that oil in there is very reasonable. Like you could make a lot of bug spray with that. So there's 280 to 300 drops in a big bottle. How many? Oh my gosh, you'd be set for summers if you made your own outdoor spray for your skin and your plants. Let's see. All right, you guys got that? Maybe we'll take a snapshot and put it in there, okay? Spritz on yourself as needed and spritz on the plants in the evening. That's kind of cool. It's not going to kill them. It's actually going to help them because they're oxygenated, right? All right, pets in your garden. You guys, and you have to stay on to hear Barbara Harper because she's actually in the dirt with this stuff. It's great. Okay, you guys, really your pets in your garden. Did you know that a simple and safe way to encourage your pets to stay away is by using black pepper and the smell of rosemary? So here's another great DIYer for your pets to stay away from your garden. 5 to 10 drops essential oil, black pepper or rosemary, shallow pan of warm water, strips of old clothing or washcloths. Interesting. And then you leave them. Interesting. So you drop the essential oil into a shallow pan of warm water, whisk until spread throughout, soak the strips in the water for about 30 minutes, dry them, tie the strips around the stakes or plants to keep unwanted animals at bay. That right there was worth watching, right? You got to admit. Oh, you can get on the call, Barbara. Absolutely. Just don't go live yet. Don't go live on the call. You can go through this with us. You're already on it. You're already on. So hold tight if you get this. Okay. I don't know if it'll kick you out because I'm live already. So when I'm done, Barbara's going to go. All right. We'll try that. So that's a cool way to keep your pets away. That's a great one. If you need me to screenshot that, I'll do it afterwards. We'll get going here. So what about unwanted and unpleasant growth? So the weeds, right? They're everywhere. We know what chemicals do. So here's another spray you can make. I posted this in the comments. Add 20 to 25 drops of cinnamon bark in a 4-ounce glass spray bottle. Top it off with distilled water. Shake and spray at offenders. Douse the roots and leaves as needed. Now, again, Barbara might have some other tips with this as well, and she'll give those to you. Sometimes unwanted friends begin to grow on your beloved plants. That can cause poor growth, bad harvest, or even plant death. So they can block the pores of the plant responsible for breathing and eventually choke out the plant completely. They can also steal vital nutrients from the plants, which significantly decreases the amount of your harvest. And we don't want that. Isn't it cool, you guys? This is plant-based. So if it's safe you don't feed your plants Kool-Aid. Like what if you watered your plants with Kool-Aid? What's the survival rate? Zippo, none. So same thing with our bodies. That's why essential oils work the same way as they do in plants, because it's plant-based. It's living cells. It's on a cellular level, right? We get the best of the best. So plant love spray. Here we go. Add 10 drops of tea tree, peppermint, and citronella to a 4-ounce glass spray bottle. Top with distilled water. Shake and spray along affected parts of the plant during your gardening chores. So this is cool. You guys got this? And I'll maybe post some of these. I think I have the graphics that I could put in comments as we go along if you're not screenshotting this, okay? That's a great recipe right there. Kind of cool. Hope you've learned something so far. And canning is coming up, so stick with us on canning. So companion plants. If you've been around the garden scene, you've heard of companion planting. I've never heard of companion planting until I researched this. But if you haven't heard, then let me enlighten you. Some plants play well together, others do not. This is because every plant has certain nutrients that it uses from the soil for growth and fruit production. Also, plants excrete certain byproducts back into the soil that can either help or hinder your harvest. If you grow two types of plants next to each other that both rely strongly on nitrogen for growth, they will compete and overuse the nitrogen in the soil and starve each other out. Interesting. Corn and tomatoes are an example of plants that don't play nice. Conversely, you can plant two types of plants next to each other that eat different nutrients. They will work together to promote each other's growth. A good example of this is tomatoes and carrots. They work well together in the soil. Therefore, plant them next to each other and it will result in a more bountiful harvest. Well, you just can't beat that. So what does this have to do with essential oils? Well, essential oils are made from plants, remember. So consider using oils in place of your companion plants. Wow, it's getting heavy here. For example, if you are looking to plant lavender next to green beans, grab your lavender essential oil instead. Create a companion spray to use on the soil and leaves of the plant. Using this guide, add 10 to 15 drops of the corresponding essential oil to a 4-ounce glass of spray bottle. Top with distilled water. Shake before each use. So easy. That's really cool. Hey, Janae, how's it going? Wow, this is good. This is a good chart to have, you guys. I will post this in the event, these graphics for you. So if you're scrambling to write this stuff down, don't worry, no fear. I will upload these in the event. Oh, that's really cool. I have no idea. All right, moving on. You guys just tell me you're learning something here. That'd be great. Pollinator party. Okay, I'm all about the party. Did you know that some plants self-pollinate? Fruits like peppers can stand alone and produce nice, but not every plant does that. Lots of them need help of cross-pollination between male and female plants. Now, who helps with that? Pollinators. Bees and butterflies are some of the friendliest insects you can get in your garden. Without them, you have a measly harvest and will be disappointed that all your hard work didn't result in the delicious produce that you wanted. Pollinators are attracted to the smell of flowers. Oh, and luckily, some of our wonderful essential oils are distilled from flowers. So convenient, you guys. This is good. It's good. Awesome. Create a spray using essential oils to spritz on the flowering buds of your garden to encourage pollinators to come in and get the job done. This is amazing. You guys, a pollinator party spray. How cute is that? 6 to 8 drops of lavender, 6 to 8 drops of orange, 4 ounces of distilled water. Mix, shake, and spray. Wow. Spray, shake before each use and party with the pollinators. Dang. I need some plants now. This is great. Kind of cool, huh? Good, great information. Love it. This is a great class, you guys. I had to buy this class, so hope you like it. Tending the harvest. It's the most wonderful time of the year, harvest season, and all your hard work and patience has paid off. And you get to pluck delicious fruit from the earth and eat to your heart's content. And I hope you guys freeze stuff. But if you're like me, sometimes I find that fresh produce goes bad before I can eat it. That's because bacteria rests on your fruit, and without the support of a plant, the fruits and veggies break down and can grow nasty spots on them. Okay. As you can see, it's important to always wash your fruit and veggies. It keeps your family from ingesting yucky things that may have been tagging along. Young Living has an exclusive Thieves Fruit and Veggie Soak and Spray that you can use for this very reason. Soaking the food loosens the dirt and crud and rinses right down the drain. You can even make your very own produce soak with a sink full of warm water and several drops of Thieves and Lemon essential oil. I had to do that out here because I didn't have my soak with me, but it's back in stock, so I ordered some more. And you guys, did you know that I learned you shouldn't pick, like if you got some grapes, you want to keep them on the stem until you eat them. Don't pick them all off and then put them in baggies because they won't last as long. And I'm sure Barbara can talk more about that too if she wants. She's phenomenal. So you can make your own soak because we don't want sulfates, dyes, formaldehyde, phosphate, synthetic perfumes, and all that stuff because you can eat, like I even use a little bit of my dish soap on my fruit, right? So has anybody ever noticed that once the fruits and veggies get in the house, those pesky winged creatures magically appear? Try this out, you guys. Oh, try this simple diffuser recipe using your essential oils to keep yourself sane. Okay, so those little bugs, what do you call those things? Yeah, gnats. They're all over the bananas. They're everywhere. So tending to the harvest. It's a super cool recipe. You guys, who knew? Who knew? Okay, I'll post this as well. I love the graphics. This is beautiful. So canning, you guys, I canned last year, pickles. So in order to can 30 quarts of spaghetti sauce, you will need a lot of oregano. Okay, so who isn't using oregano right now? First of all, raise your hand. Oregano on the bottom of your feet right now is optimal for immune system. Like, you just do it. You might smell like a pizza, or you take it in a capsule because it's Vitality. You can take it in a capsule. It's a little off the beaten path here, but I'm telling you, oregano is phenomenal. Okay, for that. I mean, if I was going into a hospital, I would it'd be all over me. I don't care what people say if I smell like pizza. So buying dried organic oregano adds up very fast. And in order to achieve the full flavor you want in your recipes. And you have to remember, guys, this stuff is concentrated. You don't need a whole drop. Okay, remember how essential oils are concentrated? So that means for one large pot of spaghetti, uses 2 to 3 drops of oregano Vitality oil as opposed to a much larger amounts of oregano. Now keep it in mind, 2 to 3 drops might even be a lot. You guys, I would take a toothpick and put it in the oregano and then swirl the toothpick around until you get your desired flavor, because you don't want to wreck it. What if it's too much for your pot of spaghetti? You always go slow first. And it's high quality. And that's why people are getting rid of they're ditching the dried stuff. It's just, they lose its potency. They're 10,000 times more stronger. You say that right? More stronger than dried stuff. So it's a great place to start. And they're all non-GMO. Where do you get that, you guys? So love for the gardener. You know, we love our plants when we are willing to break our backs, scrape our fingers, and endure biting bugs in order to give them the best chance they've got. But now you got your bug spray. We're all wearing gloves now, I'm telling you. So mussels, you guys, deep relief. I have some I even have Panaway with me. If you're in the garden and you're doing the same thing over and over again, put this on before you go out. You can go a lot longer, and it actually puts oxygen into your muscles to allow you to feel like to go. You want to go when it's go time at harvest time, right? Your skin. Talk about skin, you guys. So all these irritations you have on your hands, and maybe you are using gloves. But we got a recipe that you will like. So it's the DIY soothing stick. 5 drops of lavender, 5 drops purification, 3 drops peppermint, and a carrier. Now a carrier oil is like your Young Living has a V6 vegetable oil, or there's a coconut oil, or there's olive oil, jojoba oil, and there's grapeseed. So there's other things you can use to add to that carrier oil. That's what it makes it go farther. It desensitizes the heat of some oils, okay? So that's how you make that. That's pretty cool. And what a great way. So now most of you guys on this call maybe already know how to get started. We talk about this kit all the time. This kit changed my life. It may or may not be for you. Maybe you just want to learn how to garden a little bit with oils. That's awesome. But this is what I recommend. The person who invited you to this class, this event, get with that person and they will set you up, because this is like my instant medicine cabinet makeover. The diffuser in there is phenomenal. And you know, there's so many things I didn't even touch on in this class, but I wanted to keep it short and sweet and all about gardening. But you got to start somewhere if you're brand new, right? So this is like $165 worth of stuff. We're over $400, but it's $165. And you get everything that's seen in this picture, which is great. And that's a whole nother class in itself. And this is class 1 of 4. I'll be doing one every single night. Tomorrow's class is on sleep, stress, and sadness. We've got a all things thieves class and oils on a budget class coming up. All right. What else are we going to do when there's nothing else to do but teach? So message me or the person that sent you to this class and they'll get you started. Not really going to go into that. So most people, if it's so great that if you do Young Living, you have a choice of how you order your stuff. You can order it one thing at a time. Once a year, you can order at least 50 points, which is about $50. But you don't have to, you're not tied to anything. But some people, well, most people are figuring out that this auto ship program that they get on, you can get free stuff. You get cheaper shipping. You get points that add up. So maybe your supplements you're ordering, or some of these things, toothpaste and all the other things Young Living has, you're ordering that. And then you're getting your oils for free because you earned up these points. Where do you get that? You don't get Target doesn't do that. Walmart doesn't do that. You get the best of the best oil, and then you get it, and you're changing, and you're maybe losing weight, or you feel better, you sleep better, and now you're being rewarded for that. Get your stuff free. It's almost crazy. It doesn't cost to sign up, doesn't cost to cancel. There's no hidden crap. That's what I love about Young Women. There's nothing hidden, right? We're upfront. This is how it is. You can cancel anytime you don't like it, or just order once a year, whatever that looks like for you. Discounted shipping, earn freebies, you get all these free promotional stuff. Referral bonuses, you get all that too. Few side notes, okay? You know, I can't treat, diagnose, and prescribe. I didn't really do anything like of that nature on tonight's class call, but a lot of people have things going on, especially right now with emotions and sadness, and there's a lot of things in that kit that could suppress or help with some things that are going on for some people. Okay, that's my class, guys. I am done talking, and I'm gonna now, I will jump off, but stay on. I'm gonna unclick this because this is live, and let me see if I can do that right here. And I am going to stop sharing. That's just me now. And then I'm going to stop live, and I'm gonna go back into the event, and that's when Barbara Harper's gonna go live herself, okay? So you guys welcome Barbara Harper, and she might need a few minutes to get on. I don't know if she's done this yet, but we'll give her a little grace to have her on. Can't wait. Thanks for joining, guys. And just comment if you need to know something else, or maybe we'll see you on tomorrow night's class. All right, thanks, guys.